Hello, fellow science teachers. My name is Lindsay Cohen, and I currently teach third grade science. I wanted to come on here to share a few strategies that I implement into my classroom that have been effective in engaging with my students. The main strategy I use to engage students through active inquiry within science instruction are beginning a lesson with what students already know. This will right away spark interest and allow students to pay attention and want to pay attention because it will likely be related to something that they have done or something that they've heard another student has done or family member. And then I also use exit tickets in my classroom so that all students get ample opportunity to share their thoughts, concerns, and or questions on a topic being introduced. I always make sure that I have time to address student questions and concerns from exit slips at the end of class or the next day first thing. This way, students will know I care about their overall thoughts on a topic and in general. I believe it's always a good idea to create lessons with students in mind. And to do this, I make sure to relate topics to the everyday life of students while including sensory details whenever possible, like the way things look, sound, feel, and taste. Additionally, implementing motivation into lessons can help gain student attention and keep engagement. Motivating students can include telling students what's in it for them throughout a lesson and why they should be interested in a topic. For example, if there is an experiment or lab involved in a lesson, I make sure students know this and can look forward to it by mentioning the topic with excitement and various details. I like to include incentives as much as possible throughout lessons to keep my students motivated. For example, students who clean up first will get Monopoly money they can use for the end of the month auction. Students who demonstrate proper safety precautions during lab routines that was learned in class will get to help me next time by presenting safety precautions for another experiment. And students who use indoor voices in class will get points added to their table groups. These are just a few examples that I have used in the past. There are many more engaging incentives that you can add to topics based on student involvement, student jobs, the way the classroom is set up, and how students react to incentives and motivational tactics. Capturing and holding interest of all students in the classroom can be tricky at times. I find that when an educator lets students know that everyday things like cleaning up trash that they see outside will affect the cleanliness of the world they live in, and knowing what safety precautions to take when working with chemicals, substances, and much more will give students motivation and spark interest and purpose towards science topics. Lastly, it is vital in this day and age to implement technology into the classroom. You can do this by providing a dedicated online space for students to share ideas, questions, and thoughts. The online space should be available both during and after class time so that the teacher can foster a community of learners. An example of an online learning space is Google Classroom, which I'm sure you've heard of. Or there's also learning management systems provided by your school of employment that may be different than that, but the same. Furthermore, you can allow students to take part in collaborative mind mapping with a program called MindMeister, which is one of my favorites. It's an application that lets users easily create mind maps that can be edited collaboratively. I think it is always beneficial to collaborate with other teachers and have students collaborate with one another rather than just individually. I am looking forward to hearing additional ideas and strategies from other colleagues, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. Have a great day.